Hi Scorpios, I'm LaQuannaDivine and welcome to your March 2020 spiritual guidance. If you're new to my channel, what I like to do here is take a look at your energy, and then I also pull out some tools, right, to help you navigate whatever I pick up on in your energy so you can stay on your highest spiritual path, all right, so you can navigate these energies smoothly and without any hiccups, or if any hiccups come along, you know how to deal with those things, all right? But before I get into that, I want to go and take a nice, beautiful, deep breath in so we can all calm ourselves down in unison and be able in a relaxed state to receive these messages. So on the count of 3, take a nice, beautiful, deep breath in with me. 1, 2, and 3. Breathe. Okay, this is totally random, but my throat is itching. I don't know if any of you have allergies or I'm hearing dust. Okay, some of you guys need to get rid of the dust in your home. So if you haven't dust in a while, like if you have ceiling fans and you're wondering why your nose itching at night and your throat itching and all that, you should dust your ceiling fans, dust off your coffee tables and stuff like that. Cause dust, you know, that stuff can accumulate. It accumulate quickly too, cause you've been just finished dusting 2 days ago. You look back at it like, dang, it's dust back up there again. Goodness gracious. So yeah, some of y'all need to dust, you know, your space. But let me get into my channeled messages for y'all, because I was picking up on first of all, I felt the energy of the sun. All right, so there's a polarity when it comes to really all of the energies I'm talking about, but when it comes to the sun, it does talk about being the center of attention. It talks about, you know, this sunny deposition about yourself, things going good for you, you're feeling good and things like that. And then the opposite side to the energy of the sun is the ego, being in your ego. All right, so I wanted to explain that before I get into what I'm about to say, because I don't need y'all, you know, feeling no type of way. I'm not picking on no one, but just, you know, bringing forth the energies, you know, that I was picking up on in my channel messages. All right, so for some of you, the sun also represents children, all right? So when I did hear the sun and children came up, I've definitely heard like some children running around the house, and one of my Scorpios like, hey, don't run around the house. So you may have a lot of children around this month, but the reason why I said that, because I heard the phrase making order out of chaos. So for some of you, you know, it could be the chaos of children running around. For others of you, it could be something totally different. Maybe you're dealing with people in this chaotic. They got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe you would be the one to bring that order in for these people. But that was the first one. And then the second one was, believe that what you visualize is real now, and you will surely see your heart's desire come into being. Which reminded me of the Sagittarius reading, because the Sagittarius reading was dealing with faith and inspiration and things. So some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius. If you are, go check their reading out. It was very lovely. But this is about you really believing that, you know, what you want is real, you know, taking the time to visualize it, you know, because you can manifest through visualization. First, it starts with you believing this, because belief shapes our lives, all of our lives. Whatever you believe about yourself, whatever you believe about the world, that is going to create your reality. That's going to create the experiences that you're experiencing in this life. So, let me say this, the phrase again. Believe that what you visualize is real now, and you will surely see your heart's desire come into being, okay? You know, what's the saying? speak those things that be not as though they were, you know. It's basically saying that. All right. Also, like I was saying about the sun and ego, some of you guys really need to be open to listening to other people's advice. You know, it may be some nuggets into what they say to you, you know, that help you this month. So if you're a Scorpio that don't be trying to hear nobody and all that, you know, try to be open to listening to other people. All right. Then I also was feeling second house energy along with Taurus energy. And it was kind of ironic because I'm like, wow, Taurus rules the physical realm. It's an earth sign. So it rules the 5 senses. All right. Seeing, tasting, y'all know the 5 senses. So it rules the 5 senses. And it also rules the second house, which deals with money and possessions, the stuff that you own. And so tying all of that together right now, I feel like Spirit is saying, okay, are you the type of Scorpio that, okay, for example, let's just say you're in a good financial state, all right, you got a good career, and you have a 5-bedroom house, all right? So you got this 5-bedroom house, you're happy, things is good, you're financially straight, your family happy, you know, everything happy, everything's content. And then let's just say something happens as to where your finances aren't as lucrative as they were. And now you are having a hard time paying the bills at this 5-bedroom house. All right. This is a possession. I mean, you're borrowing it because you're renting. We just use an example of renting. But let's just say, you know, your finances didn't pan out. Now you are not able to afford this 5-bedroom house. When it comes to the sun and the ego, are you a Scorpio that will humble down and say, you know what, I can afford this, let me just move to somewhere else, someplace I can afford? Or are you the type of Scorpio that will try to stay there, and then you got to deal with evictions and all that? So when it comes to the second house and money and the things you possess, Spirit is asking for you to take a look at, do the things you own you? Are you able to detach from certain things? Or are you so tied on to, or I'm trying to find the words to say to articulate what I'm trying to say. Are you one that holds on to things, that doesn't know how to let things go? And that could be any type of position. It could be, are you tight with your money? You know, are you afraid to invest in certain things? Or are you a Scorpio that will invest and then see your return? So it's just, I feel a lot of second house energy for you this month when it comes to money, stuff that you own. Even, don't think I'm trying to pick on y'all Scorpios, but I have Scorpio in my chart. My mother's a Scorpio. I have friends that are Scorpios, okay? And sometimes y'all Scorpios can feel like you own a person or people. It's like if you got a friend, no one else can call them their best friend. No, that's not your best friend. That's my best friend. You know, stuff like that. So Spirit is asking for you to be aware of your belief surrounding the things that you possess, your money, and it will help you to take a different approach. If you're someone that is a clingy one, it will help you, because there may be some situations as to where you do have to let go of people or let go of certain possessions and things. And Spirit is just asking, okay, like, are you going to be in a place where you can let this stuff go so that you can welcome and make room for the new things that are meant to come into your life? All right. So with all that being said, I'm going to go into my flower deck for those of you who are interested in knowing The name of it is the Magic of Flowers deck. I used to use this deck all the time, and I decided to bring it back out because this is my little baby. I love the messages in it, and they're very helpful. And since I'm here to give y'all tools, you know, I figured let me bring this out. So let's go into the cards and see, you know, what the cards have to say, if the message is going to line up with my channel messages, or if Spirit is, you know, taking this thing in a new direction when it comes to the messages that the cards want to convey to the lovely Scorpios. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, Benevolent Ancestors, and Spirit Guides. Oh, okay, okay. Neroli. This is citrus. Some of you guys may be one that loves oranges. This is like a citrus flower, I guess. Maybe it smells like citrus, or it grows on citrus. Let's just see. Neroli. Spirit, why did Neroli come out for the lovely Scorpios? Neroli. Neroli way in the back, ain't it? Oh, okay. All right, so the Neroli is definitely hitting on some of the things that I brought up, like, you know, being happy, the children and stuff, happy children, all that, happy home. All right, let's get into it. Neroli. So Neroli represents harmonious partnerships. Who had partnerships in their reading? Aquarius. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius, because the Aquarius had stuff with their partnerships in their reading for this month. But it represents heavenly assistance, beauty, clarity, comfort, luxury, emotional balance, stress relief, happy children, happy home, marital bliss, that's beautiful, positive thinking, sensuality, and trust. Okay. It says traditionally, neroli, a variety of orange blossoms commonly used in aromatherapy and perfumery, is associated with marriage and long-term romance. All right, let me find out, Scorpios, that y'all dating somebody and the relationship is going to go to a deeper level. Let me find out. That my Scorpios that are in committed relationships, that are married, are just feeling all romancy and in love with their boo this month. Let me find out, Scorpios. Okay. All right, so it represents, it's associated with marriage and long-term romance, but drawing this card might also involve a harmonious partnership with a friend or business associate. Okay, so for some of y'all, this is harmony with a friend, or if you're in business for yourself, this is harmony with your business associate. Okay. Scorpios, if you find yourself, you know, wondering about a specific person in your life right now, this card coming out represents that this person is an ideal partner for you in some kind of important way. Okay? Perhaps just for the purpose of an individual lesson or situation, but more possibly for the long haul. All right? So if you met someone new recently, or if, you know, you guys been dating for a while and you've been wondering, this could definitely be someone that will be around for the long haul. Okay? If you're single and you're inquiring about your love life, it appears that great love is on the horizon. I love that. And if you're inquiring about anything else, the message may be to look to a beloved partner or friend for support or collaboration. For a desirable solution will result from his or her advice. See? Now what I told y'all in my channel messages before I pulled out the cards, didn't I tell y'all that it's going to be important for you to be open to listening to someone's advice, okay? So if you're a Scorpio that it's kind of standoffish and don't really be trying to hear what nobody got to say because you got your mind made up and all that. Spirit is like, no, man. This is a time that you need to open. Be open to listen. Be open to listening to other people's advice. Let me see what's going on with this camera. Excuse me, y'all. Make sure this thing right. Okay. So, it says, look to a beloved partner or friend for support or collaboration for a desirable solution will result from his or her advice. Contacts, because they may know people that know people, right? For those of you in business, you may be in contact with somebody that know people that can help you out, right? So, it's basically saying a desirable solution will result from his or her advice, all right? Their advice, their contacts, or their generosity, or even this person's expertise in the field that you may be going in, all right? One of the most important lessons many of us need to learn in this lifetime is that we are none of us an island. We thrive on profound and heartfelt relationships with others. When we experience conflict with someone we love, working through the pain, discord, and heartache to find an even deeper level of connection helps us evolve spiritually and brings comfort, strength, and wisdom like nothing else can. Yes, some of you are definitely dealing with an Aquarius because I just have to talk to them about that. All right. Similarly, we can continually work through our own fears and blocks around relationships in order to open up to others with true authenticity and vulnerability. We experience ever-increasing levels of joy and personal expansion. And that's true because relationships can definitely help us grow. I got my camera it's taped. So I'm trying to make sure it stays right. Alright, so Scorpio, the following ideas and messages may apply to what some of you find yourself going through for the month of March. So I want you guys to take a listen to the stuff that sticks out to you as I go down the list. Alright. The person you're inquiring about is an ideal partner for you in some important way. Marriage or long-term romance is on the horizon. Look to a partner or friend for support or guidance. For those of you who may be going through a breakup or you're experiencing some type of conflict in your relationships, Spirit is saying look to a partner or friend for support or guidance. Find the blessings and wisdom to be gained from the relationship you're inquiring about, all right? So, again, if any of my Scorpios find yourself questioning a relationship, Spirit is asking that you just find the blessings and the wisdoms that is for you to gain from the experience, okay? Collaborate. Be brave and commit to resolving any conflicts in your relationship, even if it involves uncomfortable emotions or discussions. When it comes to relationships, you gotta, put your big girl panties on and put your big boy, drawers on. Your big boy boxers on. And really, really, because it's two people involved in this. It's not just you, it's the other person. They're involved too. And you have to definitely talk about the issues or the concerns or whatever it may be with your partner in a mature manner and understand what's going on here. And even if you're in a relationship as to where you find that you and your partner are about to part ways, it doesn't have to be all rah and just hateful and all of that. It doesn't have to be that, because the reason why some of you were in these relationships was specifically for the growth. All right, because Neroli just talked about how your spirit evolves from particular situations. All right. And for some of you, this could have been karmic situations as to where you were supposed to learn from this person and then go on to your next lesson. All right. So be brave and commit to resolving any conflicts in your relationship, even if it involves uncomfortable emotions or discussions. Relax and open your heart. Release old fears and blocks about relationships. Breathe deeply and tune into your senses in order to become more receptive to your emotions and the emotions of others. All right. And that's why the Sun card, I feel like the Sun card came out because I feel like some of my Scorpios are definitely in their ego. And Spirit is asking for you to be open, especially if you met someone new or you just recently started dating someone and, you know, the person is, you know, up to caliber for you, you know, they're meeting your requirements, then be open to the relationship. And that's what Spirit is saying. So I'm guessing my Scorpio's main theme here is relationships. Be willing to be vulnerable and authentic with yourself and others. You can spend time with neroli flowers or other citrus blossoms. Work with the essential oil. Take the homeopathic flower as a remedy or plant a citrus tree in your yard. So yeah, some of you guys need to be collaborating for business. Some of you guys need to listen to other people's advice about relationships. Some of you guys need to stop trying to shut people out and be open to relationships and dating and getting to know people. And some of you may be going through a breakup, but Spirit is asking that you just take the lessons, the spiritual growth, the wisdom that you gained from being in a relationship with this person. All right. And use that as a stepping stone and a learning lesson for when you decide that you want to go to another relationship. All right, but let's go into the tarot and get more information on that. Thank you so much, Spirit, for allowing me to channel the messages for the lovely Scorpios. That was that. That was picking out the Wheel of Fortune. All right, see, when you do good, stuff can go in your favor. When you do, the wheel can turn any way. And I'm not going to take this, but it wanted to come out, so I might as well go ahead and read it. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is stuff being on your side, and that's why I felt the sun and, you know, you feeling good and things like that. But if you are someone that's stuck in your ego, then the wheel can turn the other way. Okay, and then you don't get your blessings and things and stuff like that because you're in your ego. You don't want to listen, blah, 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 all that, you know. So Spirit is just like cooperation, collaboration, being open to relationships and being open to being vulnerable and talking about your emotions in relationships and things like that. All right, Spirit. What other messages you have for the Scorpios for March? March 2020, Scorpios. Yeah, some of you guys are going through a breakup. Some of you guys, this was a huge learning lesson. But I love the healing. Ooh, yes. Okay. Look, there's forward movement. I really feel like Pisces season is really causing a lot of transformation for people. I'm telling you, this is inward transformation. Because of what, you know, God has for a lot of you all, there is a need to get away from certain people. For some of you, I do see this breakup. It's a lot of major arcanas here. All right. So let's talk about the breakup or the loss. This, cause for some of you, this could be you breaking up with someone. All right. We got loss, and then we got Mars and Scorpio, which is you, the water sign. And Mars is the planet of action and how we take action. But like I was saying, And not picking on you guys, but sometimes you can hold on to things with a tight grip. You don't want to let things go. It's possessiveness. So the Five of Cups represents a loss. But with the Star, okay, this is the Five of Cups. But with the Star card being next to it, this is you healing from this loss. This is great healing. This is balance. This is you back. This is you bouncing back after this loss. For some of you, this loss is, it could be you having to move. It could be you having to downgrade to somewhere you can afford and getting out of your ego and not being concerned what other people think. Yeah, you had to downgrade. So what? So what? So this, for some of you, this could be you downgrading and moving to a smaller place. For some of you, this is the loss of a relationship. I don't see the death card, so I won't say the death of a loved one or anything, because I don't even feel that. But this is some type of loss. This is feeling left out in the cold about something. This is feeling, you know, look at him. There's no color in him. All right. This could also be worry for some of you. This could be concern. But there is healing after this. All right. This is the Uranus energy, the star. This is Aquarius energy. That's why I said some of you guys are definitely dealing with an Aquarius, or this person you're dealing with could have heavy Aquarius energy in their chart if they aren't an Aquarius. But Aquarius have this energy of doing the right thing when it comes to their relationships. So if you are one of the Scorpios that are going through a breakup, that are dealing with a breakup, that was just a learning lesson for you. It could have been a karmic partner for you. And this is healing after the loss. All right. So I love that. So you will reach a state of balance, a state of healing. And then after you reach a state of healing, we got the Chariot. So this is a victory after a loss. This is a victory. This is forward movement for you. This is what I was telling you guys when I said believe that what you want is real now, and you will surely see your heart's desire come into being. So if you're not in the place you want to be now, the relationship you want to be in, if you're not where you feel you should be now, Spirit is asking you to visualize yourself there, because okay, going back to Pisces season. We're in Pisces season, right? So the downside to Pisces season is illusions, fears, you know, you seeing stuff that ain't even there, okay? You could be picking up on a lot of bad vibes. You might not be able to sleep at night. All right, that is the downside to Pisces season. But the upside to Pisces season is having faith, okay? Being inspired to go out there and do whatever it is you're trying to do. I had to make sure my camera's straight. Having faith, doing whatever it is you're trying to do, knowing and believing, okay? Because Pisces rules the 12th house, which talks about your belief. What is it that you believe about yourself? What is it that you believe about the world? Because that is what shapes your experience here on earth. So the upside to Pisces season is being able to really transform on a spiritual level. All right. And so that's why during Pisces season, certain people go through certain things, because it's meant for them to learn and grow and transform themselves from these particular situations. All right. But what I love, and this has also been a recurring theme, the Chariot and the Fool card coming out together. This is like the 4th reading I've done where I see the Chariot and the Fool. So that lets me know that after this loss for some of you, there will be healing. All right. The Star card. This is a beautiful card to come out after a freaking card like this. Okay. So this is beautiful energy showing up for you. And after you heal from this particular situation, or after you change your perspective about a few things, then you will be moving forward. You will be taking a leap of faith towards whatever it is you desire. Whether it's you saying, okay, I'm going to be more open to this relationship. I'm going to move forward with it. Whether it's you saying, okay, well, I know I can't afford this house, so let me just go ahead and move. Or, man, I really, really did want that jacket, but is that jacket an asset or is it an investment? You know, because second house energy really makes you take a look at, am I putting my money towards an asset, a liability? That's what I meant to say. That jacket is a liability. Because guess what? Something can happen to that jacket and you done paid $200 for it. And now you don't even got the jacket no more because it got bleached or it got ripped or whatever. You know, a jacket can wear and tear. Versus something that's an asset that you want to put your money towards where you can watch your money grow, right? Because I told you I felt second house energy. So this also involves money. You could be investing in properties, right? And things like that. So whatever it is y'all got going on individually, I don't know y'all story, but I'm giving y'all a general idea of what these two energies mean for y'all. That there will be forward movement and there will be a new beginning with the Fool card here. This is definitely a new beginning. This is starting a new cycle in your life. And on the 9th of the month, we have the Virgo full moon. So I feel like the Virgo full moon is going to come and kind of like bring a lot of us down to earth and really help us get grounded to see what needs to be put in order. Because that's another thing that I heard for you guys. Making order out of chaos. What areas of your life do you feel are chaotic? And how do you feel like you need to put those things in order? All right. So after the 9th, that's a full moon. So that means you're going to close out this cycle of loss. And after the full moon on the 9th, you're not even going to be dealing with that energy because you're going to be moving into this energy, which is the star energy, which is healing. All right. This is you stepping into your star power. And I love how you see the caterpillar here, because this is what the star card is about. Healing, transformation. This is great spiritual growth for you. So this is the caterpillar, right? You see how the caterpillar turned into these beautiful butterflies and it's transformed. And see, that's what's going to happen for you. And so now you're going to be moving forward with things in your life. You see the festivities in the back. You guys could be going out. Those of you who've been scared to date, you're like, okay, I'll go on a date. So now y'all going on dates. You're having fun. Okay, the sun, that's Leo energy. So Leo energy rules the 5th house. That's fun. That's games. Some of you may be gamblers. All right, you may go out and gamble a little bit, find out you come up. You know, whatever it may be for y'all, there is definitely is a need to get out and have fun because there is this energy of the 5 of Cups, some type of loss, but you're going to bounce back from that. And it's going to be very beautiful for you, Scorpio. We do have the King of Swords, and you see what that says at the bottom, the throne of knowledge. So this is where spirit wants you to use. Remember what the Neroli was saying about you using the wisdom that you gain from your experiences, especially if this is a breakup for some of you. You're going to use the knowledge that you gain. So now when you go in this next relationship, you ain't going to act like that. If you were someone that didn't want to listen to your girl, or you ain't want to listen to you do, now you find, okay, well, that wasn't right for me not to want to listen to them or listen to their concerns. Now I'm gonna make sure in this relationship that I listen to the person's concerns, whatever it is for y'all. But you're gonna apply the knowledge that you gain from whatever this loss was that you experienced. Okay. So I feel like that's beautiful, Scorpio. I feel like things are definitely on the up and up for you. There's a lot of spiritual growth taking place. And there's a new beginning. And speaking of a new beginning, when we transition from Pisces season and we go into Aries season, there's going to be, because I think Aries season starts on the 21st. And then after the 21st, there is a full moon in Aries on the 24th. So the sun is going to be in Aries, and then on the 24th there's a new moon. All right, so this is a new beginning. Also, that marks the spring. All right, so I feel like that's why Spirit, almost every reading I've done, these two cards have came out. So that means there is a new beginning for a lot of you come springtime. And actually, springtime is the time of the real new year, of the real, when stuff just starts to come alive. So I want to tell you, Scorpios, if you're in this place right now where things are dual and there's no color in your life or whatever it may be for some of you, it's going to transform to this. All right. Then you're going to move forward. You're going to have that umph to move forward. Then the Fool card represents a leap of faith. And then you're going to use all the knowledge and stuff that you gained from this loss to move forward. All right. So it's very, very beautiful. And the King of Swords can definitely represent someone that has knowledge. So remember when the Neroli was telling you, if you're in a situation and you need to seek advice, go to the one that has this good advice for you. Go to the person that you feel you can trust and you know that's going to give you good advice. Because this person has the tools. You see him with a, I forget what you call that, but this person has the tools. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I kept saying Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with another Scorpio. You could be dealing with anybody, a Capricorn, Taurus, anyone. But let me see what else I need to go into. But that's beautiful. Let me go into the love portion and see what the cards have to say about the love, because that's mostly, we got finances and career. So for some of you, this is about your finances. And like I was saying, I felt second house energy during my meditative session. So for some of you, the reason that you're going through this loss, or the loss that you feel, could be, you could be separating from someone due to finances, career, due to stuff like that. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. All right. So for some of you, it may be financial issues as to which causes this separation. But remember, like I said, you're going to use the knowledge, the wisdom that you gained from that. So if you do go into another relationship, then you would have learned from that. All right. For others of you, you may not be separating from this person. It could just be the fact that you guys may be having disagreements about money. All right. Money may be a huge factor right now for some of you. You may be someone that's transitioning in careers. Maybe you was working in one area and then you decided you want to get another job. And so now money could possibly be tight. Like I was saying, maybe you guys can't afford to live where you lived. And you may need to move. And that's what I was saying about sometimes you guys can have a death grip. And that's why I was saying, do the stuff you own you. All right. Spirit is like testing. It's a lot of testing going on for everyone. But like I said, we're in that season. We're in Pisces season. This is the season where there's a lot of highly spiritual activity going on for everyone. All right. You guys might be seeing synchronicities. You may be having dreams about dead relatives. You may see dead relatives. It's a highly spiritual moment right now. So there is a lot of transformation going on. So there is a need for some of my Scorpios to get a new perspective. If you were someone that was closed off when it came to relationship, it's time to be more open. All right, look, there's the heart-to-heart conversations. And for some of you, these heart-to-heart conversations about finances. For others of you, these heart-to-heart conversations about something else. But remember when the Neroli card was asking you to be open to being vulnerable to these types of conversations, so that you and this person, whether you guys are going to stay together or not, it doesn't have to be bad blood. It does not have to be bad blood. It's all about maturity levels in the situation. All right, so there definitely needs to be some heart-to-heart conversations for some of y'all. If you're dating someone and this person is new, you're getting to know them, then it may be you guys having some heart-to-heart conversations, some very deep conversations, getting to know this person on an even more deeper level. Yep, for some of you guys, you're definitely in the honeymoon stage with someone. This is definitely a fresh relationship for some of you. All right, for some of you that are in this, we got romantic feelings at the bottom. It's safe for you to explore what you feel with this person. But yeah, for the honeymoon card, I know that some of you are definitely in a fresh relationship, and y'all could be having some very deep, sensual conversations, you know? Getting to know each other, pouring your heart out to one another, you know? You definitely see beautiful things happening here. You guys have, you have 3 major arcanas. So when it comes to arcanas, when it comes to major arcanas, those are changes that are going to happen in your life whether you want it or not. All right? These are changes that are happening due to the spirit realm. All right? And then the minor arcana represent you and your influence that you can have on the outcomes of these specific situations. So these are the only 2 minor arcana cards. So it's like, really, it's like spirit taking you guys through certain spiritual lessons this month for y'all to learn stuff, whatever it is y'all need to learn on an individual basis. So that's beautiful though, because some of you are like in fresh relationships that are going to flourish. And the Neroli told you this could possibly be marriage, long-term stuff. So that's beautiful for those of you who are in this honeymoon stage in your relationships. Let's get one more closing card for you guys. For the most part, I'll try to see the good in everything, even though we have the 5 of Cups energy, which is a loss. I feel like it's just making way for the new stuff that's meant to come for you. So whether this loss is a relationship, home, car, job, whatever this loss is, it's paving the way for a new beginning for you guys. All right. Spirit, what can you give us a closing message for the Scorpios for their March 2020 spiritual guidance, please? Oh, I love that. So for those of you who are in a relationship and you're going through some things, I guess you guys will reach a peaceful resolution. You know, that's what I was saying when I was saying it doesn't have to be bad blood between you two. It could be a mutual understanding, like, okay, this isn't working. Okay, our karmic justice was done here, and I have to move forward towards the new beginning that God has for me. All right, and let that person move forward towards their new beginning. And for others of you, it may be some things that come up. For those of you who met someone new and you're in the honeymoon stage, and maybe some things that come up during these heart-to-heart conversations that may cause some concern for some of you, or worry, because some of y'all Scorpios can worry sometimes. Unnecessary worry. But there will be a peaceful resolution. So at the end of the day, I love that. I love that I see this. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. Was that a Taurus? I think the Taurus had this card, so some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. But, you know, I feel like that's beautiful. For the most part, you're just going to use your knowledge. All right? You're going to be open, and you're not going to let stuff... You're not going to let possessions and things be something that fuels your ego. All right? If you have to get rid of some stuff, then get rid of some stuff. Whatever. Allow yourself to pave the way for the new beginning that Spirit clearly has for you coming up spring. And that spring is literally starts on Aries, when Aries season starts, which is like the 21st of this month. So I'm telling you guys, towards the end of the month, you're really going to see how your life has been transformed, how Spirit was clearly guiding you this whole time, all right? So peace, love, and light to y'all. This was a beautiful read. I love the messages that came out for you guys. So I hope that they help you guys, get a clear understanding or change your perspective on a few things. And that's what I have for you guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, the subscribes. Thank you to all of my Scorpios that reach out for personal readings. Thank you to all of my Scorpios that send in love donations. I really, really appreciate your love and support. And I'll catch you guys next month for your April spiritual guidance.